presents Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast with your host, Bob Katie and Jay Schmidt.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to everyone. I guess we'll say that once more since we're kind of falling in between the two holidays.
Yes.
Happy holidays.
Yes.
Is this the correct time now to say happy holidays? We don't know. We're winging this stuff most of the time, people.
Yes.
But welcome to week 17
Yes.
of Bob
Welcome.
and Jay's Pro Football Podcast. I got the week right because Jay told me right before we went on air. And now I can go back to the other page. There we go.
A weird and wacky.
Yeah, just man. Well, let's just dive right into it, I guess.
Yeah.
And for all you people who follow the other podcast, I hit record this, unlike somebody else we know. Let's go with start off with Chargers 20, Raiders 23.
Yeah, and overtime. Not a lot to say. It's the battle of who's moving to L.A.
Or both.
or both.
Yeah. Or both, yeah.
Woodson's last home game.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll discuss it in the losers part of the whole thing. I've got kind of a gripe with the Chargers or something that went down. They've become more of a puny operation in my book. But anyway, yeah, Charles Woodson's last game at home.
18 years, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was around
Been
a
around
long time.
Yeah.
A long time. But yeah, I mean, what can you say? It was one of those ones where nobody wanted to win the game.
Yeah.
It felt for a while there. So
Yeah, seemed like it.
going into overtime was, it's like they got into the second half and went, ugh, nobody could do anything. But like you said, not much to say about that. Redskins 38, Eagles 24.
Yeah, Washington, man, they're pouring it on lately.
Yeah, and I guess we'll say, actually, they won the division.
Yeah.
With that win, and the Eagles fired their head coach with that loss.
Yes.
As reported yesterday. Was that yesterday or today? Today.
Tuesday, I wrote, yeah.
Tuesday?
Yes.
So that's already been Tuesday already? Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday.
We're a day behind because of the holidays, so... Oh, man. Yeah, Chip Kelly fired by the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they say he was released. No, he was fired.
Yeah.
He'd still be there if it was up to him.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, talk about, well, I think we discussed it in the beginning of the season. Either all these changes were going to be, he was going to be a super genius, or he was going to get gone.
Yep.
And he got gone.
There was 2 division champions crowned in Philadelphia in 6 days. Arizona won their division.
In
the prior week.
Arizona the prior
beat
week.
Them 40-17.
Well, they know what they're doing there.
Yep.
Everything but winning.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, at least, and I've heard him state already that he does not want to be a personnel or general manager at his next stop, but he wants to coach in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Which, obviously, you look at all the moves he made were just kind of terrible.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't think anything really panned out for him at all, like he wanted.
Yep.
And it sounds like none of his players like him.
Yeah.
Where he was like a college favorite guy. Everybody liked him. Nobody in the professional level that are his players like him.
Mm-hmm.
So, in hiring him next, that if I was an owner, that would be a huge mark against him.
Mm-hmm.
Like right off the bat, like you can't if your players don't like you,
right?
Players got to like you at some point. You know what I mean? They might not all like Belichick, but guy wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So, that'll be interesting to see who the Eagles go for next to try to right that ship, because they got a lot of money in all sorts of areas. And that's bad. That's bad. But actually, in a way, I think it's a plus. I think it's a plus that they got rid of him at this point.
Yeah,
they said 3 years, called it, done.
Right.
On, Better for them. Colts 18, Dolphins 12. Dolphins can't beat anybody, can they?
No.
I mean,
they're
they lost to Charlie Whitehurst.
yeah, yeah. They're that receiver Landry is the first Miami Dolphin to ever have 100 catches in a season, though. So they got something
Really, even with
there.
Marino, huh?
Yeah, that's what I had.
Well, they had Duper and Clayton, so yeah. Okay.
First Miami Dolphin to ever have 100 catches in a season. So
Yeah, and Tannehill was the quarterback.
Yeah.
Oof.
yeah, and the Colts are in trouble though.
The Whitehurst is on IR now too.
Yeah, they signed two guys this week. I don't know.
I think what they have to look at is, because is Hasselbeck going to start?
They said he's not looking like he's going to.
They have to look at if they do win this division and get into the playoffs. What the hell are they going to do?
Right, I know.
Yeah.
Well, they're hoping to have what's his face back, but
Andrew Luck. No. Yeah. They said today he's out.
Yeah,
he's out.
yep.
That's what you get for lacerating your insides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think. I unfortunately, I think Pagano has to go in this situation. It's not all his fault.
Yeah.
You almost tend to wonder if there's a general manager somewhere, whoever the general manager is for the Colts. I mean, you have a superstar like Andrew Luck, and you don't fortify that offensive line and spend a lot of money there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you should be doing. And it seemed like they missed the boat on that one. They got him receivers and a running back. Well, get an offensive line first.
Yeah.
Always build the lines before you do anything else. Patriots 20, Jets 26.
Another reason for me to hate New England.
Yeah, they couldn't get it done, could they?
No.
The one time you want the Patriots to actually win a game.
Yep. Well, because we blew it. So.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I guess Bill Belichick will. Well, he probably still wouldn't change his mind to kick.
Was that his decision or?
He said it was the decision before they went out. Before they went out for the overtime.
Because from the look of the replay of the player, it looked like
he had told the referee, I guess, that we're going to kick if we win.
Oh, all right.
Belichick did. From what I'm understanding now, that's why he didn't even flinch in the post-game interview. Like he was like, "No, we planned on doing that anyway." But yeah, it was strange.
Yeah.
If he hadn't, that would have been really weird for the guy to be like, "Well, you're kicking, so what?"
Yeah, the player was like kind of confused there.
Well, I would have been too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Winning the toss doesn't mean we're kicking. What? When did they change these rules? Yeah. Is this one of those deep NFL rules I don't know about? The Patriots losing another offensive lineman. They're kind of in trouble.
They're limping into the playoffs also.
Yeah, now they've gone from first seed to it's all a jumble. They could lose it. Where are they? Are they still the first seed?
They are still the first seed. Yeah, this was as of yesterday. Anyway.
Yeah, they're playing the Dolphins, aren't they? So there's no chance they're going to lose that.
Yeah,
but I mean that's still not good. It's
really
putting pressure on themselves.
Hey, you never know.
That's true.
You never know. Weird things.
That's
happen.
true. All these injuries, Ndamukong Suh decides to play patty cake with Tom Brady.
All right. Yeah,
and the season's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be rough. Texans 34, Titans 6. Texans look like a team that wants to win their division. And the Titans look like a team that are at the bottom of their division.
I read that because that was close to a shutout for the whole game there till I think towards the end. And the Titans have not been shut out at home since December of 1976 when they were the Oilers.
Wow.
I read that. And it was Pittsburgh that shut them out 21-0 the last time. That's funny. I mean, because that game was pretty much a shutout the whole game, I think, till late.
That was that great 76 Steelers defense, which probably should be up there among the best ever, even above their Super Bowl year, even above their Super Bowl the years they went to the Super Bowl, because they kept that team going because Franco was hurt, Bradshaw was hurt, I mean, you guys limped into the championship game against the Raiders.
All right.
And I mean, it's still, you got beat up pretty. The Raiders handled you, but you guys were just gasping for air at that point. But you guys the Steelers had so many shutouts in that season. It was ridiculous. The number of shutouts that defense pitched that year. It was just crazy statistically.
But
and the great Brendan Whedon at quarterback, was this their third, fourth, fifth quarterback now?
Yeah.
He obviously has an alarm clock.
And Houston's 4-4 on the road, and it's the first time that they've ever beaten their division opponents, all their division opponents on the road in their team history.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah.
Browns 13, Chiefs 17. And Johnny Manziel has another video. His friends hate him, don't they?
Yeah, they must.
He has the worst friends.
Right.
I mean, do they all just have like a phone out ready to go? Come on, do something stupid, Johnny.
And he's in concussion protocol also. So
I think they should have checked them that when they drafted him.
Yeah, he's I don't know.
I don't even know who the Browns' backup is at the moment.
Not sure.
Oh, it's Anderson, isn't it? Didn't he go in there at on the game because the Pettin wouldn't start Manziel after that latest one?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Is it Derek Anderson or something? I know it's Anderson's last name. But Johnny got doinked. Got dinged and doinked.
There's been too much news since.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. It's no big deal.
If you're all that interested, you all got the internet at home. Figure it out. 49ers 17, Lions 32. Well, yeah. Do you think that's going to be the last game for Calvin Johnson as a Lion? He's got a big cap number.
Does he? Yeah. Probably then.
He's got a huge, huge cap number. I mean, at this point, you got to keep Stafford. So, is it time for Calvin Johnson to go? You know, I feel like you need to put more. I feel like he might be one of those guys where you got to let him go to use his money to get more players around Stafford that are higher quality.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Unless he's willing to restructure, but I don't think he's the kind of guy that's willing to restructure. But
I'm not sure on that.
Let's see.
In the 49ers, well, they're the 49ers.
Yeah,
there was a rumor going around that I think I read yesterday about Mike Holmgren still wanting to coach the 49ers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But seeing that they right now have a coach, I don't know what that all, rumors are rumors.
Yeah.
Panthers 13, Falcons 20. Here, I'll give this to the Panthers.
Yeah.
The first loss, 14-1 against the Falcons. Well, we called it last week. We're going to pick the Panthers, but
yeah, I know.
Huge trap game.
Yeah, those division games and yeah,
huge trap game. There it is, Lambeau.
Carolina's first loss since November of 2014.
And the Falcons' first win since
yeah, I know, been a while. I know. Yeah.
Geez.
Crazy. Yeah, that was I don't know. That was a crazy one. Surprising.
Yeah. Surprising, but not in a way.
But not really. Yeah.
Not, yeah. Bears 26, Bucks 21. Yeah, the Bucks feel like they're regressing a bit.
Yeah, they had that surge there, and they're actually looking for a wild card spot there for a while, and then they just kind of dropped off.
Yep, they got
not a lot to say there. It's surprising Chicago went down there and beat them, but Tampa hasn't been that great at home. So
yeah, I think Tampa could be a team on the rise, but I need to see more than just one season.
Yeah. They got a good runner there. What's it? What the hell's his name?
Oh, yeah. He fumbled twice in that game, too. But, yeah, they got a good runner, good quarterback, good receiver.
Yep.
So they have the pieces there, but well, wait and see if they can put it all together.
Yep.
Cowboys 6, Bills 16.
The Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your.
All right, it's just two teams that just aren't making didn't make the playoffs, and it was a crappy game. But the Bills have put everybody on injured reserve this week. Mm-hmm. They put Charles Clay. They put another defensive back. They're like third in the league with injured reserve players.
Really?
Yeah, I mean they're so banged up. Mm. It's unbelievable. But they're right before you showed up to do the podcast, the Bills owner put out a statement saying that GM Doug Whaley and Rex Ryan are going to be back in 2016. Mm-hmm. They're not happy with how this season came out, but they feel that they're heading in the right direction and consistency is the key, which I agree with both, actually.
It's good.
I agree. I think Doug Whaley's done a really good job at, he's had a few biffs, EJ Manuel. But what GM doesn't, you know what I mean? It's a crap game, really.
Yeah.
So I feel that, I think they found Tyrod Taylor. I'm not quite sure. A lot of the Buffalo media is like, well, he's not the future, but he's a stopgap. Mm-hmm. The offense, to me, as a Bills fan in particularly, the offense seemed to do better than was expected. They had a lot of injuries about midway through the season, but a lot of those guys came back, and they did. It's the defense that just went terribly wrong.
Yeah,
with being a top 2-3 defense last year, and then just being a I don't know what's going on with that defense. I guess Rex really needs more his guys in there.
Yeah,
his kind of guys to play how he likes to play it.
Right.
I don't know. So there's definitely going to be a lot of reworking on the defensive side, personnel wise. Mm-hmm. But offensively, they got a couple good running backs. I like to see them get a wide receiver and an offensive lineman to plug in there. But I think Tyrod Taylor, why can't a guy who doesn't turn the ball over a lot, makes big plays, and can make plays with his legs.
Yeah.
Gee. I don't know. I'm in. I'm in. I like the guy. Hey, you know what? We've seen ordinary win Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
We've seen stopgap guys, Trent Dilfer, win the Super Bowl. So
sure.
Brad Johnson, a lot of other guys. So I think the Bills. If they had the defense from last year and the offense from this year, dear God, they would have been great. Mm-hmm. But, I think they were, I don't know, maybe they were living on their laurels on last year's defense. And now, Steelers 17, Ravens 20.
Blew a big one there.
Yeah. The Ravens showed their peskiness. They swept the Steelers.
Yeah, first time since 2011. Yeah,
in one of their worst seasons probably since they came into the league.
Yeah.
Oh,
they've been in a lot of games though. They've lost a lot of games, but they've been in a lot of close games. But now they came to play, and Pittsburgh just looked flat.
You got alarm clock boy, really?
And they just didn't look ready to play.
Obviously, what's his face found his alarm clock. Quarterback for the Ravens.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know.
Maybe his girlfriend or wife showed him on the phone. There's an alarm, honey.
I know we were running. I mean, they ran the ball good. It was just they couldn't score.
Yeah, I saw your fellow Steelers fan John Fowler on Facebook screaming at how they run, pass, or whatever, run.
Well, they ran. Williams had 100 yards. I mean, it wasn't like they were running. He made some good runs, but. I don't know. They just couldn't score, and the offense just didn't look flat.
Well, it's always those teams that you see twice a year that give you the division interdivision teams.
Well, and Baltimore wanted nothing more than to win that one and have a chance at not making the playoffs. So They love doing that. They love to play the spoiler. This week is another one for
and
them.
And who's all your hopes on this week?
Yes, the Bills.
Hopefully Jay wants to hear that music.
Oh yeah, I do.
Next week,
I definitely do. You guys whooped them pretty good last time you played them, so hopefully.
Oh yeah, but like I said, we are really, really hurting on really hurting on personnel here. If we were at full health, I'd be like, this is going to be a fun game. I'm not quite sure this week.
Well, I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, I mean,
we got to go to Cleveland and win first, so that's.
I think you can do that. You know what?
I don't know.
No,
never say never.
No, you know what? Tomlin has I like how Tomlin put that. We have to get the stench off of last week. That pretty much tells me this team is going to be ready to play.
He has a way with words.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Although Ben went home sick today, so.
You know what? I find quarterbacks who have some kind of mental distress or are ill play better.
Yeah.
That's when they have those great games, you know what I mean? So he'll be all right. He's got the sniffles. Jaguars 27, Saints 38.
New Orleans is just.
Yeah, if they could find any consistency.
Yeah, and
they're talking about how this could be the end of the Peyton, Drew Brees era down there.
Yeah, they were saying that. I didn't see that.
Which, 10 years. 10 years is a long time for a coach to be in one place nowadays.
Sure.
That's a lifetime nowadays in football.
Drew Brees hit a milestone, his 13th 400-yard game, tying Dan Marino for second in NFL history.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning's the only one who has more with 14.
I'm sure there'll be another one from Drew Brees.
Yeah, he's still got an arm.
Yeah. Yeah. And if the Saints do let him go.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes no sense. Well, I guess he took a full contract last time, so he took a max contract. So it'll be interesting to see if he, at his age, sees like, you know what, I can not take a full max, and I can take the hometown discount, and hopefully we can get some more talent in there. Although they've made some real dumb. They signed Jarris Byrd at safety like for a ton of money. The Bills let him go because it was like, this guy's injured all the time.
Yeah.
And he has been. He's been injured all the time. He's a great, solid player, but he was never anything spectacular because he was injured all the time.
Right.
Somebody's injured that much.
Yep.
Just like the Bills, I think you're going to have to cut Mario Williams this in the offseason. I think that's going to happen pretty rapidly. Uh-oh.
I think
Jay's got something.
Sorry.
Jay's got some beeping. Dum, 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 dum. Where is it? Nope.
Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have...
There it is.
There we go. Okay.
Packers 8, Cardinals 38.
Yeah, wow.
The Packers just seem like they can pick on little brother, but when they go to pick on somebody supposedly their own size, they get whooped.
Yeah, they sacked the quarterbacks 9 times in Arizona. Man, that was that was a big statement game there for them.
I don't think I just think the Packers and Vikings are both in the playoffs. They just have to fight for the division.
Yeah.
But I think either one is going to be, unfortunately, an easy out for somebody.
Probably.
Because I don't think they can. I don't think they have. I don't think they have it to match up to the Cardinals or the Panthers.
Evidently, they don't have it to match up with Arizona. No.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, right now, they might have problems matching up with the Redskins.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Just crazy.
Yep.
The Cardinals are just rolling.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just plugging guys in all over the place. Yeah, they're just plugging guys in all over the place and just. They're going to give the Panthers a run. Tell you that much.
I think so. And the Panthers have been playing a little flat as of late, so
that might change after that loss, though. Yeah. A team like that, a loss can do that. You know what I mean? Suddenly they come back to their winning ways. Rams 23, Seahawks 17.
Part of the weird and wackiness of this week.
The Rams
go to Seattle and win.
You just can't figure out the Rams.
That was their first win in Seattle since 05. January of 05 in the playoffs.
But didn't they beat the Rams last year in St. Louis? Or was it the year before? They
Who's
beat
that?
the Rams. They beat the Seahawks at home, meaning not in Seattle, meaning in St. Louis.
At their own place.
They've split the season with them a few times.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised because the Rams were in free fall.
Yeah.
Where the Seahawks seem to have got their mojo back a bit.
Yeah.
And then this just stomped on them.
Yeah.
Who did the Rams play the week before? Oh, the Bucks. Yeah, they won against the Bucks, but
Yeah, it's their third straight win, so.
yeah, they came up with another one too. Oh, they beat the Lions. Yeah, they were doing they're doing some damage. That's for sure. Now, they could get a quarterback. Whew, watch out. Giants 17, Vikings 49.
Good thing they moved that game to prime time.
Can we say the Giants' offense is Odell Beckham Jr.?
That's what I. Whatever.
Yeah.
Smart move there by the NFL.
Well, apparently, obviously, all you have to do is take like a butter knife out on the field, and Odell Beckham will feel threatened. I don't understand that.
Don't yell at me.
Yeah, what's that whole thing with? They had bats. I feel threatened. Where does it come into your head that you're in the NFL and it's not legal for them to take a bat and hit you with it, imbecile?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
No.
You know, what are they going to do? Roll you in the parking lot? Jesus, unbelievable! You've got security all around you. I mean, that's just I don't know.
I know.
That's just crazy. It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he might become a great player, but I got a feeling he's going to be one of them wacky guys.
Yeah, I think so too.
One of those wacky guys. I mean, it doesn't make sense to aim your head at another player's head because you might not get the best part of that collision.
Yeah, that was
just stupid. And all. Yeah, I think he should have been. I think he should have been suspended for more than one game. I think they should have taken him out at least for the season to end it. You know, because when you're doing that, you're trying to take somebody out like that who hasn't even taken a shot at you yet.
Right.
You know, just because I scare you.
Saying things to you.
What would he have done if he had run into Dick Butkus? Dear God.
All right.
I mean, Butkus did try to eat people. What would Lambert? I mean, he would have looked at Lambert, crapped his pants, and then oh my God, just unbelievable. Well, it's a good win for the Vikings, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Now I'll have to see if it rolls over into this week because they needed to get back on track.
Yes.
Something fierce. Bengals 17, Broncos 20. What a way to end in overtime.
Yeah.
Blah, fumble. Quarterback can't. I mean, one of the basic things they should be doing is, the snap of the football.
And he hurt his left wrist, too.
Yeah.
He's,
is that what Dalton did, too? Was that his wrist?
it was his, that was his thumb.
Oh, his thumb.
But that was
close enough.
This is his, I don't know.
Hand-wrist issues in that.
Yeah.
In that, yeah.
So,
unfortunately, now I hate to say this, if Dalton doesn't come back for the playoffs, it's almost like they're going to have an excuse when they get their ass handed to them in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't. No, you get your ass handed to you every year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
If some other people go to Super Bowls with backup quarterbacks, so
right,
and win them.
Yep.
Jeff Hofstadler, damn you. Your 5 losers?
The Steelers, the Giants, Carolina, Seattle, and Green Bay. Steelers just for not showing up. The Giants just for I don't know, whatever, not being there. Carolina for losing which I thought was a subpar team. Seattle losing at home.
Yeah, you know what? I had the Eagles in there, but I think I'm going to go with
I did have
Packers.
I had the Eagles too. The more I thought about it, but then I put Green Bay
just because they lost the division. Because
Yeah.
I mean, they were still going to be in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I'll go with the Packers. That was a bigger loss, I think. The way
Yep.
I went the Packers, Panthers, Seahawks, Steelers, Patriots, and
Yeah, no,
I'll go
too.
winners first because I'm going to do a little reverse weird thing, and that's I'm putting the Panthers on the winner's side too.
Yeah.
And for the fact of, I think getting that loss is going to.
Mm-hmm.
I always think it's a good if you're going to go this far and be undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's good to get that done, taken care of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just
If you're going to lose, now's the time to lose.
Exactly. Well, yeah, but it you know what I mean? It kind of brings you down to earth, you know, shake it up a little bit. Rivera was on the Bears 85 team when they lost one game the whole season. So I think I think it's a good thing for them, but I went Eagles. I think I went the Eagles on my winners list too, which is I know people are like, "Huh?" I think Laurie there, I think, you know, he came across today as really, to me, more intelligent, saying, you know what, we gave him 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
We gave him the whole show to run. We went backwards.
Yep.
Mistake, cut our losses, move forward. And I think that's when these NFL people get egos involved and won't admit they're wrong, they just drag out the misery of their and usually make the situation with their team worse. But as an owner, I think that was kind of refreshing. He came out, was like, "Yep, done, gone," and now they're going to have the pick, pretty much the pick of the litter of any coach that gets fired immediately.
Yeah,
on that Monday, I'm sure, by doing this early. On the winners, I put Redskins because they won the division. Obviously, I said Panthers. Jets because they're in the playoffs as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the Texans because they're headed for that division win, that division title.
I had Washington. I put Atlanta for a big division win against the undefeated opponent. St. Louis for going out to Seattle, tough place to win, and they won. Denver for holding up there against Cincinnati.
Getting in the playoffs.
And Baltimore for winning a big game for them. So.
Yeah. My overall winner, I put 2. I put the Redskins and Jets. The Redskins for winning their division and getting in the playoffs. And the Jets for staying a big win against a team nobody thought they were going to beat.
Mm-hmm.
And staying alive in the playoff. I mean, big, huge win for them.
Mm-hmm.
That could be the biggest win of the season, for that matter.
Mine, my overall is Washington.
My loser, unfortunately, Jay, it's the Steelers.
Oh yeah, mine too. Easily, that was stupid.
Yeah, they
had the chance to. They could have been as high, especially with Cincinnati losing. They could have gone up as high as this number 2 seed.
Yeah,
if they had won that and win this week.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they now might not make the playoffs.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yep.
My dumpster fire 5 are Falcons at 5, Chargers at 4. I went with the Eagles at 2 and Dolphins at 3, but I swapped them because I feel the Eagles actually getting rid of what their dumpster fire was, their head coach, put them down, and then the Dolphins at 2 because they're a wreck, and still sitting at number 1. The Browns, because they are a wreck. I went 9 and 7.
10 and 6.
Woo! Damn. My total is 157 and 82.
136.91. Not catching you.
I don't think so. What happened, Jay?
I know.
You had a few weeks that were.
Yeah.
Oh, you were 136.
136. Yeah.
You said 36.
Oh, I thought you said
I thought I heard you say 36. I'm like,
136.91.
My math isn't working here.
No, yeah.
I was like, what happened? That's bad.
No, 136.
Yeah, I don't think you're catching me with 1 week to
I
go.
had 2 crappy weeks there that really killed me. Yeah.
Next week I'll have my speech prepared.
Yes. I actually had four really bad weeks. Yeah, that killed me.
Are we doing it like the NFL, or do we count an 8-8 week as a win? You know how they call an 8-8 season not a losing season,
Right?
If we call it an 8-8, 8-8's as worse as bad as I got. So that's not too bad. But that 16-0 week really, that was the one
Yeah,
that
I had a 5-11. I had a 6-7. I had a 5-9. Yeah, I had 3 really bad weeks. And then 1 even week.
I had the 16-0 in week 3, and then I had the 11-3 in week 5. That helped. That was another one that was really. Oh, and then I just had
week 2 killed me, and then
week 15 I had a 14-2. So, but I think you had a good week that week too.
Which one?
Ago. Week 14. I think we both did really well in that week.
Week 14, I had 10-6 that week. I was 10-6. I've been 10-6 the last 3 weeks. Consistent.
Jay's like, "Where's that consistency when I need it?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and all right, we'll be back with our Week 17 picks in just a moment.
Listen to Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast every Wednesday wherever you find Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. Get a hold of us at Bob and Jay's Pass Rush at gmail.com and at Pass Rush Podcast on Twitter. Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Bob and John Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
You son of a bitch.
And now we're back with our Week 17 picks. Yes. Start off with the Jets and Bills. You know what? I'm going to go with Buffalo. What else to lose at this point? They're playing it like it's their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the Jets really need it.
Yeah.
My only problem is that they're Buffalo's so beat up at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if I just don't know if they can. They're so beat up. I don't know if they can beat the Jets.
And they'll be playing for a 500 season too, right?
Yeah.
If they win. Which
will be their first back-to-back non-losing seasons since the 99-2000 season. There's something.
So you would think that's something to play for, and they got the good news with Rex and the GM staying.
Yeah,
so maybe they'll be fired up. We'll see.
Hopefully. Yeah, I don't even think their fired upness can. But it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be a lambasting. It's gonna be a close game. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. And Ken Fitzpatrick, he has been known to do that. So are you taking the Bills?
Yeah, Bills.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
Jets, Dolphins. Wow. I can't read.
Patriots.
Patriots, Dolphins. Patriots all the way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Unless their injuries have finally hit critical point where they can't beat the Dolphins. But Ravens, Bengals.
I'm taking Cincinnati, but you never know. Those Ravens are pesky.
I don't know who's going to play quarterback for the Bengals.
All right. Well, yeah, that, and it could be. They would love nothing more than to bash Cincinnati too. Go into the playoffs.
I think the Ravens have learned how to play close and possibly win.
Well, Harbaugh's great at. He's great at
with such a depleted team.
Yep. Yeah.
And I don't think the Bengals know how to deal with that right now.
No, they're
you know what I mean?
They're sinking earlier than
usual. It does give you something since almost game 1, your team has never been what you went into training camp with.
Right.
And you've been scrapping and scrounging all season long. You almost learn how to win that way.
Yeah.
It's a very strange thing. I'll go with the Ravens, though.
Yeah, you're going Ravens?
Yeah.
I was gonna, but I don't think Cincinnati will pull it off. I think it's going to be close. But
Yeah, I'm feeling the Ravens here. I think they're going to close this puppy out. And the Bengals, I just feel, are floundering now that McCarron is,
Yeah.
And again, they division thing.
Yeah,
Steelers, Browns.
Well, I'm taking Pittsburgh. I hope they can go there and beat Cleveland.
I don't think it's even a doubt.
I hope not. After last week, I think they're going to be all right. But
I think they're going to blow them off the ball.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think they're going to get the stench of that loss.
Yeah, I hope so.
Against the Ravens off of them. You know what? I love Tomlin, and I love his intensity.
Yeah,
and his,
he's great.
It's like it's like you feel he's one of those guys. You feel he's angry, so you feel the team is angry like him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, I feel that. I feel they're going to come back strong. Steelers, Jaguars, Texans.
I love the Jags, but I'm going with Houston here. Then
Houston's got something to play for.
Yeah. Yep.
I know it's Brandon Weeden, but
I'm going
they have something to play for, and I think they're going to.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they're going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jacksonville beat them. Jacksonville has been
pesky.
Yeah, and their owner gave their head coach and GM the vote of confidence too. So they're coming back
with what they have.
I think they
got a good base of talent down there. I think.
Yeah, I think you're just starting to see to see it this year. Titans, Colts.
I'm going with Indy. Tennessee's pretty horrible.
My initial thought is how farther down can the Colts go?
Right, but they're at home. I think
they are playing the Titans, as you said.
Yeah, I just
Titans haven't had anything to play for since like week 5.
Yeah, yeah.
So
who knows who's going to play quarterback for Indy?
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Redskins, Cowboys.
I'm going Washington there.
I am too.
The thing to think about though is that since they have it locked up, I don't know.
I don't think the Cowboys have anything anymore.
I don't think they do either. But
I don't even think
they might start sitting people, and I don't know. That's the only way.
I think the Cowboys are just sitting there like licking their wounds. I don't think they have. I don't think they have any fight left in them for this season. I just don't. I think they're just like, oh,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Can we just end the season now?
Yeah.
I think they're, they've had just such a miserable season.
That was my only thought there. This week 17 is kind of that way for some of these games. But.
Yeah, but I don't think any of it's back when the Bills were going to their Super Bowls. They used to they used to rest Kelly completely.
Yeah,
Thurman would in '91 Thurman was their Bill's second Super Bowl run. He was he ahead? I think with like only 100 or 100 some yard game, he could have won the rushing title.
Yeah,
and Levy shut him down. Didn't even let him play. Barry Sanders ended up winning the rushing title. So. But then they used to come back. That team was great at just clicking the switch. You know what I mean? They'd come back and look like their first game of the season. There was never that. Offenses are more ahead of the defense. They always came out on fire. So I mean, nowadays though, it seems like ever since the Broncos did that in '96. Yes, 96, I think it was, when they rested everybody and they had that great season, and then they just Jacksonville just cranked them. Now it seems like everybody, and didn't Indianapolis do it with Peyton? Didn't they rest everybody that one year where
I think so, yeah.
And they got beat in the playoffs, so now everybody's, you can't rest anybody. So I don't think any of these teams are going to be resting anybody.
Yeah.
So I think the Redskins are going to come out firing. And like I said, I think the Cowboys are they're just a whooped puppy dog.
Yeah.
Eagles, Giants. Ugh.
Yeah, this one because it was the home team is the Giants. I just think Philadelphia's probably going to be.
The Giants might actually have some pride to play for Coughlin's job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're at home. I think Philadelphia
Beckham's back.
Yeah, and I think Philadelphia with Cannon, Chip Kelly. I think it's going to be just a.
Yeah. Yeah. uncertain future type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, quarterback probably doesn't know if he's going to be there. Isn't Bradford a free agent? But Bradford's probably wishing he took that money that Kelly offered him before the season. They can't afford to pay Murray the money they're paying him for that season.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot that has to be changed there.
Yeah.
Lions, Bears. Oh my!
Another horse the Tigers. I'm going with Chicago again because they're at home.
I'm going with the Lions just because I think they have more talent, and they've been playing fairly well. Bears have been so schizophrenic since they went on that hot streak.
Yeah,
I can't tell what they're doing. Saints, Falcons. Talk about another blah.
Yeah, I'm going with Atlanta.
Oh no, I'm going with the Saints.
I'm going with Atlanta.
I have a feeling that Drew Brees. I got a feeling there's going to be that impending. We're not going to be here next year type of thing. So I'm going to go with the Saints. Raiders, Chiefs. Now there's a big one for the. Do you rest your guys?
Yeah, I'm going with Kansas City.
Yeah, I went for Kansas City too.
Oakland pretty much blew their load last week.
I was thinking that, but I'm like, should I say that?
I'm going to put my nutsack on your drum set.
I had to. Seahawks card. Oh, by the way, no, I skipped a game. I skipped like 3 games. Jay threw me off on this one.
Sorry.
I am picking the Chiefs.
All right.
Bucks, Panthers.
Carolina.
Yeah, I think Carolina's going to come back with a vengeance. They're going to be pissed.
Yep.
Chargers, Broncos.
I'm going Denver.
By the way, the Chargers, I told you I had a little bone to pick with them.
Mm-hmm.
You heard they fined their safety there, Weddle.
Oh, yeah, I heard something
for
about
going
that.
to see his daughter perform at halftime in the state. He just stayed out there.
Yeah.
They fined him $10,000.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Well, that shows that you're
crazy.
family friendly.
Yeah.
Woohoo! All right. That's
crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because now they're saying, well, he didn't ask permission. Well, come on. Isn't there an easy way to slap his wrist? Or something? Right. How about just telling him, could you not do that again, please? And $10,000 for wow,
that's crazy.
I'd be going to my daughter. I'd be going to my kid the next time she gets in trouble. Though I gave up $10,000 to watch you at halftime. Seahawks, Cardinals. That's actually should be a good game. But what is there to play for?
Yeah.
Can the Seahawks move anywhere?
Arizona can move to if Carolina were to lose. Arizona could move to the top seed if they win. So I'm going Arizona there. They're gonna.
Yeah, I think so.
Seattle's. I don't think could go anywhere.
I think the Rams game shook them up a little bit last week. I think they were.
Yeah.
They had built so much momentum, and then all of a sudden the Rams clocked them.
I just don't think they got what it takes to beat Arizona.
I just don't think they have the running game. I think they found the running game with that one guy. What was his name? Turbin Turbin, isn't it? Is your turban dirty?
No, it wasn't Turbin.
It was something with a T. But he broke his ankle or whatever.
Yeah.
And then not having Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah,
I think they're on a very fine line. Could be a spiral there. Rams, 49ers.
I'm going St. Louis.
Yeah, I am too. Vikings, Packers. Definitely the game of the week, I think.
Yeah. You would hope so. I'm actually going to go Minnesota.
I am too.
I think Green Bay's just
they have this look when things go wrong, like the other night. Yeah, against the Cardinals, they were just like, I don't understand.
And
you know
Minnesota
what I mean?
seems like they're playing pretty good now, and I just think Green Bay's just kind of so.
As Jay so eloquently put, got a couple of picks up the row there. I think the Packers have blown their load.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my nutsack on your drum set.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding. So I think they, I think it's, what is this button? Oh, there. I couldn't think what that was.
Should have done that for the Jets beating the Patriots.
Yeah. Maybe that's the new one instead of. Really rub ourselves the wrong way. That's smart. Yeah, I'm going the Vikings too. I think the Packers just look kind of defeated, and they're going to have to try to get it together before the playoff game. Even if they lose, especially if they lose.
Yeah, whoever loses is still in, but they're depends on if they're going to get the division and
Yeah, I think they were good enough to overcome scheme-wise some key injuries, but now they've got even more injuries and some on the offensive line that obviously are showing.
And I guess that Raji got hurt there, their defensive lineman.
Yeah,
he's a big part of their defense. So.
And Bulaga there, he hasn't been playing, and that's obviously showing because Aaron Rodgers is running for his life.
Yeah.
So that's our Week 17 picks. We're gonna try next week to have a few clips from our first episode on our picks, so we can sit and laugh at each other.
See how we did.
Oh yeah, because
that should be funny.
That will be interesting. So you know what, everybody, go and enjoy some football.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
From Homebrew Studios, this has been Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast, brought to you by Bob and John's Super Duper